Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Where are you going, sir? Tiptoeing out of here, Idris. Idris is making his way out of the room. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. I'll give everyone a few minutes to join. Try to give everybody some time to join me this fine Saturday evening. Okay. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Just trying to give everyone a few minutes to enter. Come on in the room. In the room. Hey, come on in the room. In the room, y'all. Hello. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome. Welcome, everybody. For anyone who is joining our amazing resident event for the first time, welcome. My name is Empress. I'm your resident enrichment ambassador for the SouthRidge community. For anyone who is coming back for one of our amazing resident events, welcome back. And thank you for coming as well. Trying to give everybody a few minutes to enter. We are talking about Elijah McCoy. Who was Elijah McCoy? Okay. For this fine Black History Month. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's just it's only a couple minutes after. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Empress. I'm a resident enrichment ambassador for the SouthRidge community. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me on this fine Saturday evening. Let me not rush the weekend, right? Not a good idea to rush the weekend. Saturday. Today is Saturday. Today, I wanted, in celebration of Black History Month, I wanted to give some background and educate anyone who doesn't know about the late, great Elijah McCoy. He was an inventor, an African-American inventor, and best known for having or owning 57 U.S. patents. So I wanted to go over with you guys his backstory, who he was, and I hope that you guys are able to learn something new today, and I certainly hope that you take this information and run with it, child. Take this information and tell someone else. Alrighty? So Elijah J. McCoy was a Canadian-born inventor and engineer of African-American descent, who was notable for his 57 U.S. patents, most having to do with the lubrication of steam engines. So thank you, Elijah, for everyone, that you commute, you utilize the train. We have Mr. McCoy to thank for that. So I want to talk a little bit about who Elijah McCoy was. I'm going to read some of his information from biography.com so that we can get, a little backstory on Elijah McCoy. So Elijah McCoy was a 19th century African-American inventor, as I said, best known for inventing lubrication devices used to make train travel more efficient. Elijah McCoy was born in Canada to two parents who had fled slavery. McCoy trained as an engineer in Scotland as a teenager. Unable to find an engineering position in the United States, he took a job working for a railroad and subsequently invented a lubrication device to make railroad operations more efficient. McCoy was born on May 2nd, 1844, in Colchester, Ontario, Canada, to George and Mildred Goines McCoy. The McCoys were fugitive, enslaved people who had escaped from, and I'm sorry to kind of elevate there, but they just say slaved. Please, unlearn calling black people slaves. Black people were not slaves. They were enslaved people. They were an enslaved group of individuals, group of people, not slaves. They were enslaved by others. So please unlearn that. If you find yourself using that terminology, please remember to correct yourself. And if you find family, friends, co-workers, whatever, using that terminology, please explain to them that the proper way to say that is an enslaved person, an enslaved individual, and not a slave. Okay? Sorry. Enslaved people who had escaped from Kentucky to Canada via the Underground Railroad. In 1847, the Large family returned to the United States, settling in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Beginning at a young age, McCoy showed a strong interest in mechanics. His parents arranged for him to travel to Scotland at the age of 15 for an apprenticeship in mechanical engineering. He returned home to Michigan after becoming certified as a mechanical engineer. Despite his qualifications, McCoy was unable to find work as an engineer in the United States due to racial barriers. Skilled professional positions were not available to African Americans at that time, regardless of their training or background. McCoy accepted a position as a fireman, and oiler for the Michigan Central Railroad. It was in this line of work that he developed his first major inventions. After studying the inefficiencies inherent in the existing systems of oiling axles, McCoy invented a lubricating cup that distributed oil evenly over the engine's moving parts. He obtained a patent for this invention, which allowed trains to run continuously for long periods of time without pausing for maintenance. McCoy continued to refine his devices, receiving nearly 60 patents over the course of his life. While the majority of his inventions related to lubrication systems, he also developed designs for an ironing board, a lawn sprinkler, and other machines. Okay, can you say multifaceted? Hello? So, as you guys can see, he did a lot, which is amazing and extremely inspirational to us all. Although McCoy's achievements were recognized in his own time, his name did not appear on the majority of the products that he devised. Lacking the capital with which to manufacture his lubricators in large numbers, he typically assigned his patent rights to his employers or sold them to investors. In 1920, toward the end of his life, McCoy formed the Elijah Mccoy Manufacturing Company to produce lubricators bearing his name. McCoy married Anne Elizabeth Stewart in 1868. She died 4 years after their marriage. In 1873, McCoy married Mary Eleanor Delaney. In 1922, the McCoys were involved in an automobile accident. Unfortunately, Mary died while Elijah sustained critical injuries from which he never fully recovered. McCoy died in the Eloise Infirmary in Detroit, Michigan on October 10th, 1929, at the age of 85. He was buried at Detroit Memorial Park in Warren, Michigan. Memorial Park East in Warren, Michigan. And I just want to also, so that's like a little bit of the backstory on Mr. McCoy. And I want to also talk about some of his inventions. I definitely want to because he had so many greats. And we'll talk about his most famous one though was the lubricator that spread the oil, the cup that he developed, that spread the cup all throughout the oil, sorry, the cup that spread the oil, the lubricator, all throughout the train's engine evenly while it was still moving. And then the impact that really had was that we were able to have trains going for longer without stopping for maintenance. And you guys know in our, our modern lives of using the trains, that is extremely helpful and beneficiary. So that was his most famous invention. And he's most noted for the innovativeness of those types of lubricator machines to assist the train's engine. It says in 1872, McCoy patented that device that automatically oiled the locomotive parts while the train was moving. His invention saved train companies countless of hours and profits and made the transportation more reliable and efficient. So that is his impact on the world, is being able to create such an amazing device that's, been continuously utilized for well after his death. And they say also that the origin of the phrase "the real McCoy" is because Elijah McCoy was the real McCoy, maybe, because he did hold that 57 United States patents, which is actually really, really, really cool. Which is a lot for anyone. And especially African American. And of course, it's so sad that someone with such, education, experience, having his apprenticeship, and things like that, still had so many barriers simply due to his race. At that time, he, could not get, he usually sold his patents. He wasn't like holding on to them. He sold them to investors and sometimes even like I read his employers, because he couldn't do the groundbreaking work on his own simply because he was black. Not that he couldn't do it, but he was stopped from being able to fully pursue it based on him being a black man. So that is heartbreaking, and it's really good information for all of our little ones to know. Also, like I said, he also did invent the ironing board, which is still used today, and the lawn sprinkler, which is certainly still used today. So those are also really amazing facts. Please make sure that you're sharing this information with your little ones. It's super important. As history is history. As people of color, it is especially important for us to share our history. But these are still facts of simple history. It's not, there's a big debate about Black History Month, and I get it. American history is simply American history, whether the person was black, blue, purple, black, white, whatever, or indifferent. It's simply history. So these things should be taught. In my opinion, they should not be taken out of schools and things like that. It's just history. You don't have to put a black in front of it. It's American history. So unfortunately, there's a select handful of individuals that we, as people of color, hear about in the schools, and that's that. So it is our job to continue to educate our children beyond what's taught in the schools. So please, please, please share this information with your little ones. Maybe let them do like a little book report and see what other information they can find out. And based on that, happy Black History Month. I still will, I'm going to take any opportunity I can to spread the positive history of people of color, point blank period, whether it's February, January, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. I'm always going to spread this information as much as possible. So I get it. And touching on that, I was talking to my children about Black History Month because the debate is just an ongoing thing. So my children and I had a discussion about it, and I wanted to make sure that you guys knew this as well. A lot of times people are like, Black History Month is in February, it's super short, 28 days, you know. Black History Month, actually, just as a little bit of information for you guys to take with you, Black History Month started off as only Black History Week. And it wasn't called Black History Week. It was, let me say this correct, Negro History Week in 1926. So, the precursor to Black History Month was created in 1926 in the United States when historian Carter G. Woodson and the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History announced the second week of February to be Negro History Week. So, you know, initially it was only a week. During in 1976, Negro History Week evolved into Black History Month. And in 1976, then President Gerald Ford officially recognized Black History Month during the country's bicentennial. So, you know, is Black History Month long enough information? No. No. Do we hear enough about Black history? In my opinion, I'm just stating my opinion, guys. No. But it's our, you know, our job as people of color to educate our little ones so that they are aware and they share this information with a friend. It's our job as people of color to, you know, dig and search, because sometimes that's just how it is. It's not going to be laid out for us, but we can search and look up various Black people who have changed the course of history. It's extremely fun learning about the inventions of people of color or African American people. I mean, literally, you cannot get through, and I mean you cannot get through your full day of time of waking up and going to sleep without utilizing things invented by African American people, Black people. It's just, you can't do it. As soon as you hit the light switch, like boom, you lost already. And there's so many, the light bulb, like there's so many great inventions that we use every single day, but it's, you know, sometimes it just falls on us, and there's nothing wrong with that. I learn something new all of the time, and I think it's great when we learn something new that we can share this information with each other. So again, guys, I encourage you guys, it doesn't have to be February, it can be any time, but because this is nationally known as Black History Month, I would like to give as much information on Black people who changed history. And again, it's this is viable information for everyone, not just people of color, not just black people, but everyone, because a lot of these things are unknown. People simply don't know them. So if you have the information, share that information. Sharing is caring. We want to make everyone aware of all history. So again, I get it. I get the debate, but I'm still going to take advantage because this is a nationally known time of Black history. So I'm going to spread some knowledge, and I encourage all of you friends and family to do the same. Make sure that you are sharing this information with the people that you love. Again, it doesn't take Black History Month to do so, but why not take advantage of the fact that it is Black History Month to do some fun at-home projects, DIYs, fun stuff with the kids, flashcards, whatever it may be, make a fun little game out of it. But I think that it is super important for our youth more than anyone to really know their history beyond being enslaved, because that is not uplifting or encouraging or anything to take pride in. But when you see all that people of color have done to overcome all of their circumstances, their systematic oppression, and still be able to do so many amazing things and change history and change lives and just be amazing, that is something to take pride in. That is something that is encouraging to the youth, to know that they have within them, running through their veins, some really strong lifelines, and it's just encouraging, and it definitely, to me, sets a different tone and precedence for our youth. So again, I would like to just encourage you guys to do so. And even here, it says, why does it feel important to celebrate Black History Month? It feels important because it shines a light on those who came before us. It's essential to recognize all of the accomplishments of our ancestors achieved long ago, with all of the hard work and struggle that they have endured. And I absolutely could not agree with this more. When you are telling children of color, here's the history, they can see that our ancestors, our forefathers, the people who came before us, went through so much more. You can almost say, and it's not, I say that I use this loosely, but you can almost say like, oh, we got it kind of easy compared to what they went through. Our struggles are not the same. Do we still have struggles? Absolutely. Are there still barriers to overcome and hurdles to get over? Absolutely. Is there still changes needed? 100%. However, what they went through is way far beyond greater than what we deal with on a daily basis. And to see the way that their great triumph just, empowers our youth so much greater, that they know, I can do this. I can, own my own business, my own patents, and things like that. I think that is so important, because you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you came from. And it's hard when you don't have this information. It can be harder on our youth to strive for something different, or to even feel that they can make a difference in the world. Again, history is history is history. So history needs to be taught all of the time. We don't have to wait for a specific time, but take advantage of this fine month, if you will, with me, and make sure that you are spreading the word between family, friends, co-workers, youth, everyone that you come in contact with. I think that it will be completely beneficial for all of us. It is a win-win. Y'all know I love a good win-win situation. It's a win-win situation. Like, why not? Guys, so I'm going to wrap this up. I've truly, though, I hope that you guys learned something new. If you didn't know who Elijah Mccoy was, I hope that you now do. You have this information in your pocket. once I end this live, you know, this is recorded, so you can go to our TI Enrichment Programs page and rewatch this if you need more facts or information. Share it with your friends, family, or youth in your life who did not know who Elijah McCoy was, or even if they did, they may have only known about his most famous, the lubricants for the railroads, but not know about the ironing board or the sprinkler. So the lawn sprinkler. Also, you know, share with everyone. Don't be quiet. Make sure that you are sharing all of this information. I strongly encourage you guys. Also, be sure to check your calendars for all of our virtual events and our in-person events. We do have I'm sure you guys have seen, I am like so anxious. The Enrichment Center and the Fitness Center are being done, and I'm so excited about the new Enrichment Center. Cannot wait to experience that with you guys. We also do have another event coming up. Guys, make sure that you are, which is that's one of our big ones where we'll have food and everything. Sorry, I don't have it pulled up right here. I should have pulled it up, sorry. But I want to make sure that you guys are definitely going to be there. You do not want to miss out on this next event. Sorry, I just wanted to pull it up. Sorry, guys. I did not have my calendar in front of me, and it's so bad because my calendar pops right up on my phone, but I'm utilizing my phone for the purpose of this live. So, let me quick get into my calendar, because I just want to make sure that you guys are aware. It's in your email, but some people are guilty of not checking that email. And I understand. We're all busy. We have so much going on in our lives that I completely get it. But you miss out on valuable information sometimes because you missed the email. So I really want you guys to come. And so I want to just pull this up really quickly. If this would move a little faster. My calendar's moving slow. Hey, my calendar's moving slow. Sorry. My calendar's... Okay, here we go. Okay. Let me go here. Just want to make sure you guys are tuned in. As I said, I hope that you guys have already seen this our next big event that's taking place for everyone. And like I said, it is in your calendar. But in case you haven't, I just want to... Come on, calendar. Of course, you know how that is. If I wasn't on live, it would just pop right up. But because I'm on live, it's like, oh, I think I will just take my time. Okay, let's see. Loading your events. Hurry up and load. Okay. Okay. So, next Saturday the 12th. Sorry, guys. So make sure that you guys are checking the calendars. So next Saturday for our big national event. I hope that you guys are going to be there. Like I said, guys, we're going to have food. People always like to come out to eat. Come on, y'all. Y'all know the last time I was out serving, making y'all plates, hooking y'all up. Y'all know what sister got y'all on them plates. Come on. Make sure you guys come down, for real. Meet us at the leasing office. I'm about to end this live. But before I do, what do they need to do, Journey? Click, click, click. Click the link below. Click, click, click. Click the link below. Guys, click that link below. Make sure that you complete your post-event survey. It'll take you 1, maybe 1.5 minutes tops. You'll be entered to win a $50 gift card. Free money, free money. Who don't want it? Free money, free money. I want it. Free money, free money. Make sure that you click that link. Make sure that you are checking your calendars so we can see you at our next event. As always, guys, this event has been brought to you by Journey TI Enrichment Programs. Shout out to TI. Woo woo. Thank you, TI Enrichment Programs, for giving us this amazing platform to connect not only in person but also virtually. Again, my name is Empress. I am your resident enrichment ambassador for the SouthRidge community. It has been a pleasure as always. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.